Moving from the uplifting affirmations of 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9, verse 10 deepens the understanding of the believer's transformed status before God. It reads, "Who once were not a people, but are now the people of God, who had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy." This verse beautifully captures the radical change that occurs in the life of individuals when they come to faith in Christ. This transformation is highlighted by contrasting the believer's past state with their present reality. The phrase, "who once were not a people," suggests a former condition of alienation and disunity. Prior to encountering Christ, individuals were scattered, lacking a unified identity and spiritually disconnected not only from each other but from God Himself. This portrayal resonates deeply with those who understand their past lives as marked by aimlessness or a profound sense of not belonging. The condition of not being a people reflects a broader spiritual exile, living without the definitive identity and purpose provided by a relationship with God. However, the passage does not leave the believer in this state of despair, but swiftly contrasts it with the present truth. "But are now the people of God." This statement is rich with implications. It signifies a communal identity, a collective belonging to God that transcends all prior alienation. Becoming the people of God indicates entering into a covenant relationship with Him, marked by His laws, His presence, and His protection. This new identity is not based on race, nationality, or social standing, but is founded entirely on God's gracious initiative to redeem and claim these individuals as His own. Furthermore, the transition from having not obtained mercy to having now obtained mercy underlines the shift from judgment to favor. Mercy in this context implies God's compassionate response to human sinfulness and need. Previously, living in a state without God's mercy depicted a state under just condemnation, deservedly facing the consequences of sin. However, through Christ's redemptive work on the cross, this verdict is reversed. Believers now live under the banner of mercy, a reality that shapes their understanding of God, themselves, and their interactions with others. The mercy received is not a temporary or superficial change, but a profound, life-altering gift that impacts the believer's standing before God and their experience of life. This mercy is a testament to God's character, showcasing His willingness to forgive and restore those who turn to Him. It's a transformative gift that prompts a life of gratitude and service, aware of the profound depths from which they have been lifted. This passage, then, does not merely describe a change of status. It encapsulates a profound metamorphosis of identity and relationship. The transformation from not a people to the people of God, and from having not obtained mercy to having obtained mercy, outlines the comprehensive impact of the gospel. This dual transformation enriches the believer's community life, as they are now bound together by shared grace rather than shared guilt. Such a dramatic change also carries forward the missional calling of believers. Being the people of God, they are tasked with demonstrating and declaring the truths of God's mercy and grace to a world that is still in a state of alienation from God. Their lives are to be a testament to what God has done in and through them, a beacon of hope for those who are still not a people and living without mercy. In practical terms, this identity as God's people calls for a lifestyle that mirrors God's mercy. Believers are encouraged to extend forgiveness, to act justly, and to maintain a community where mercy is evident in their relationships and practices. Each believer, transformed by mercy, becomes an agent of mercy, reflecting the character of God in their daily lives. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 10 is a profound declaration of the transformation that the gospel brings into individual lives and communities. It celebrates the new identity and privileges as God's people and emphasizes the corresponding responsibility to live out this identity authentically and dynamically in the world. This calling to embody and proclaim God's mercy is not just a private or internal matter, but a public declaration of God's power to change and redeem.